Hey guys, to all my landscapers out there, how y'all doing? Welcome to my channel. This is 470 Landscape Guy, and I'm new to like putting landscape videos on YouTube now. I've been doing this for over 20 years, well, as far as landscaping business. So now I'm new to doing it on YouTube. So, as far as making videos and stuff, although now it's leaf season, and that's the majority of everything that's going on now within all landscaping companies. We have to deal with leaves now. And as of right now, I'm on the road right now. I have the job to do tomorrow, but I have some time to make a quick video to y'all to really introduce myself to y'all. How y'all doing today? Yes, my name is 470 Landscape Guy. Yes, I'm from out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. I've been in the landscaping business for nearly over 20 years now. And how I got started was right after high school. I was 19 years old. Um, you know, I was going to like college for a little bit, and I was saying to myself, I'm seeing these guys out here, like have their own business, own structure. And there's this one particular guy, he used to go to our church and he ran a landscaping business. So I worked with him for a little bit, and I was saying to myself, I see how he operate. I see how the clientele comes in which the clientele comes in. As all y'all landscapers know, from the springtime, as far as March all the way until like the season change, like October or November, everybody's schedule is packed. So I was watching, seeing how he operate his business. So I said, okay, I'll work with him. I learned from him. Eventually, a few years went by. I started my own gig. I started passing out business cards within the neighborhoods. I had a push mower, a self-propelled push mower, and I had a pickup truck in a self-propelled push mower. That's all I had. So the money that I did have, while I was working, I saved that up to at least get a self-propelled push mower. And I think I had a weed eater, and I think I had a blower, but it wasn't no top-notch weed eater or no top-notch blower, because it was like small properties that within the neighborhood that we had to do. So what I did, I print out some of the business cards. Once I got my LLC, that's now you must have your LLC. But if you doing side jobs on the side, you don't have to have. But it's good to have that. It's good to have that business license. Once your clientele start picking up, yes, that it's gonna come like clockwork. And yes, once people see that you do a good job, they're gonna stop to get you to do a job for them. Once you do a good job for them, they's going to recommend you to different people. And next thing you know, you going to have work out the blue, especially you putting your work on websites and all that stuff. Yes, like social media, that's another way to improve your business. Show your work on social media. You could do it that way too. But you have to crawl before you walk. That's why it's good to know the landscaping experience. Like, I started from a push mower, and I went from a push mower to a zero turn. And like, I even got helpers now, like helping me. So, you have to start from the bottom, like just, stick with your plan. And, you have to have that LLC, and like, yes, you have to have that. And yes, and like the clients will come. You do a good job. You got experience with planting. I know all of this because I work for companies here in the Georgia area. And yes, I was on installation. They had me on installation, like oh man, that, that's how I learned a lot of stuff besides regular lawn care. Because when I was on installation, I learned how to plant. I learned how to dig holes the right way. I learned how to use certain equipment for that type of landscaping. And, far as sodding, I did sod. And, sod, yes, that sod could be a pain sometimes. Even y'all landscapers know, like, if you have, like, the rolls of sod, and you have to roll it out, yes. But, I like the squares better. Like, the squares, you can easily, like, put them in place. But, yes, that's how I got started. And, right now, I'm just waiting for the spring and summertime to hit. And, yes, things will get even more busier. Actually, right now, we still busy with all these leaves. Seem like it's more leaves. And I did a cleanup when it was Tuesday. I did a video of that Tuesday for this customer that I had for the first time. And they had like an acre property full of leaves. Like their whole front yard and backyard was full of leaves. I did a before and after video. Normally I do before and after video to all the videos that I make. So, this was a massive cleanup, and it was just me and this other one person that I had with me. It took us about an hour and a half to do the cleanup. It was tragic. Like, when I'm talking about, like, it was so many leaves, I had to find the driveway, because the driveway had looked like the grass. That's how much leaves was on the grass. So it was a massive debris cleanup that we had to do, and it took time. And then on top of that, we got there around 4, and then it get dark around about 5:15 to 5:30. So we had to, but we finished everything before it got dark. But yeah. But yes, sometime to all the landscapers that's out there, sometimes you may run into some jobs that, is just rough and tough. But you have to put your foot down as far as the price of charging these folks. If you have your business license, you could charge these folks anything you want to, especially for a massive build-up like that. And certain build-ups is bad, just like during the spring and summertime, when the grass is overgrown over 12 inches, yes, anything over 12 inches a foot, yes, is considered a cleanup, because we have to do more work. My workers have to do more on their side as well. So, we're going to have, and like some of these customers out here, you give them a price and they know that their yard is bad and they act like this price is too high, but I could charge you more. I'm giving you a break, so now you still don't want to pay. So I don't deal with those types of people. Like, the grass is almost to their fence, like almost high as their fence, and you expect me to do this job for $60 or $80. No, it's not going to work that way, because that's considered as a cleanup to all my landscapers out there. You have to set a firm price with some of these clients and stick with it, because some of these clients will really try to get over on you if you don't, if you know how much this job is and you tell these people how much it is to get done. And if they saying this too high, they're going to tell this the next person is, until they finally meet a landscaper that could actually go down on their price to satisfy them. No, that's cutting out the landscaper right there, because this is a tough job. This is a cleanup. This is almost like an installation. We have to do everything. We have to put out this equipment. It's time consuming. We might be here for a few hours. We have to do all this work and all this stuff, especially if they want plants, and then they, flowers and all this stuff. Now we have to cut the grass and do flowers, do bed edging, bed lining, and all that stuff. All that stuff adds up. But some of these clients just don't get that. They think that they could get free work, but they can't, not all the time. But I just wanted to make this quick video for y'all, about just getting started, and y'all will see me on some more of these landscaping videos. I'm just started doing these landscaping videos, so y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and like button, and I'll make sure I come back with more videos for y'all. All right, y'all, peace out.